Waldorf's legs, and the ball was struck very hard. And I like that name Davis, and seeing Davis get on the scoreboard here.
Been a
Very
while
simple
since we've
to
seen
spell.
that in the Houston area, as Glenn mistaken so often for the former Houston Astro. Nice to see Davis back in the lights. This ball juggled by Johns as Leon almost got a cheap one. Davis getting his 3rd goal of the year, and Pittsburgh with a 2-1 lead. Whitman now to Johnston, and it bounces out of play.
But I've been impressed with that Jason Davis. He's gotten forward a couple times, very quick, streaking down the boards there, and he's somebody they got to watch creeping out of the back here tonight.
Rookie from the University of Akron, a former Zip.
The Rubber City.
No assist on the play, and the goal coming at 5:46 into the 2nd period.
Here's Davis in the thick of it again along the boards here. Whoa.
Pittsburgh scored the 1st goal, and it's 6:41, and Houston in the 1st period countered at 7:12. Hotshots would love to equalize and a quick react again. This one goes on to P.J. Johns, though.
Let's hear some noise, man.
And Johns waiting to see some challenge. Long ball to Kia. Morera marking him. Kia back out to Drago on a foul call. Free kick coming up for the Stingers.
And there's Kia, small in stature, but shielding that ball down there along the boards, throwing the free kick for Pittsburgh, and he's on the ball now.
Shot and a goal from the point, that time by Kenny Pryor, his 19th goal of the year, and the Stingers make it a 3-1 game.
Boy, and how quick this game has changed. Here's Kia on the ball here. 2-man wall, gets played out to the top of the box. And a little bit of a lack of pressure in there getting out to Kenny Pryor, and he hits the ball into the corner of the net, but it didn't look like it was struck that hard.
Pryor also from University of Akron, and Pittsburgh with a 2-goal lead, 3-1.
Something happens when you read the Wall Street Journal every business day. You start seeing opportunities where you never saw them before. See for yourself. Subscribe now to the Wall Street Journal. The Journal keeps you right at the heart of what's going on in business. Call now for the Journal and get your free guide to planning your financial future. Facts you need to start planning a secure future right now. Get 10 weeks of the Wall Street Journal for just $38 and get the guide free. Call now toll free. 800-233-2700. That's 800-233-2700.
In times of need, all across the land, we're your friends and neighbors who lend a helping hand. When we were needed, we were there. Americans at their best. When we're needed, we'll be there.
Pittsburgh with a 3-1 lead over Houston, and here's how the last one came in.
Kia off the free kick, plays it out to Kenny Pryor, and there's John Gardner trying to get out for Houston. It actually goes in between his legs, and I guess Waldorf anticipated him blocking that ball and really was caught flat-footed there as the ball goes in the corner. It didn't look like it was struck that hard, Bill.
Kia his 14th assist. Pryor goal number 19, and Pittsburgh with a 3-1 edge here in the 2nd quarter. Lopez is taken down, and we'll have a foul and a penalty.
Yeah, we see a blue card here. We may see a penalty shot here. But what a great quick break for Houston coming off this stoppage in play.
Now, P.J. Johns gave a reaction a moment ago, Glenn, of if that was a dive. We've seen that from time to time in indoor soccer.
Yeah.
I know our fans won't believe it, but how about this one?
Well, let's see what we see here. Well, there's a slight bit of contact, but it's very tough to tell. Very tough to tell, but if it's an acting job, it sold somebody.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job with it, because at first I thought it was obvious, but now I kind of see why Johns was saying, well, wait a minute, that's like tripping on an ant.
And it's really, it's incredible. It's incredible, you know, instant replay, because
Whatever
something
it
just
takes.
looks, yeah.
You see it in the NBA, you see it Major League Baseball when a player might have been hit or not, and whatever. Houston going to get an opportunity to get a quick goal back here. As setting up to take the penalty will be John Gardner. Gardner's got 2 goals, 5 assists on the season.
Now, he's somewhat of a specialist on these. Now, I know the last one he took, I don't think he was successful. So we'll see what he does here.
And if he doesn't score, then the power play. Gardner, Johns with the block, and running on, cleared back out, comes to Beto, though. So now the power play. With the Hotshots down 3-1. Beto back out to Gardner. And we mentioned Pittsburgh's success killing power plays. They were scored against in the only one that Houston had earlier tonight, but they've killed 67% coming in, 32 of 48. Third best in the league. Houston, on the other hand, in power play success, 24%, 14th in the league.
Yeah, Houston's circulating the ball a lot around the red line here, but they're not moving the ball quick enough to get themselves goal scoring opportunities. They've got to start trying to penetrate going forward here.
See it, Allen. They collapse. It comes back out, and Waldorf steps above the red line to make the pass.
Almost looks like nobody wants to take the responsibility to have a shot or to play that ball that might penetrate, leading to a shot.
Lopez, who got the last power play goal on the flank, and now Gardner kicked high in the air. 48 seconds remaining in the Houston power play.
And again, it's very difficult, even on these power plays, the amount of bodies inside that arc. There's not a lot of room, and your play has to be quick, and your speed of thought has to be quick here to create opportunities for yourself.
Beto and Lopez with it out front, now inside to Allen. Lopez with a hard shot off the boards. Gardner trying to find it. Cleared by Whitman, brought down quickly, back to Beto.
That was good work by Houston. Unfortunately, Lopez's shot was a weak one.
See it, Allen. Blocked that time by Johnston. Back out to Beto with 10 seconds in the power play. Inside, a cross was knocked away by Pittsburgh, and they've taken care of business here as Kia comes out of the box quickly. Waldorf to Beto. And one more pass, and Allen knocks it into the stands, and teams will swap lines. So Pittsburgh effectively kills the power play. Stingers with a 3-1 lead. 5:28 remaining in the first half. Bill Land and Glenn Davis with you at the Summit in Houston. Harley to Leon. Shielded away by Whitman and kicked away by P.J. Johns. Young runs it down along with Leite for the Stingers. Leite, Young, and now to Damian Harley.
Referee gets in the way there a little bit.
Back on for Houston. Gardner, a near opportunity, but nice job defensively quickly for the Stingers closing in.
And Pittsburgh has kind of taken a little bit of control of this game. We're going to get an obstruction call there, I think, along the boards. Finidori, Jason Davis obstructed him.
Hard shot on target by Young and stopped by P.J. Johns.
And John shows a little emotion there, says, get out to that guy shooting that ball. Put more pressure on him.
Drago runs it down in the corner with Young on him. Knocked away inside, and Young there, and now Waldorf as Drago got another touch on it.
Good play by Waldorf to really kill that ball that was hit with a lot of power up off that glass as to prevent a rebound. Drago had gotten in on the left side there.
Harley, he had an assist last night. Houston, in their 2-goal loss to San Diego, got a pair of goals from Siad Allen and Beto, and Noah Moose got the other. An assist from Beto, Harley, McKay, Young, and Waldorf.
Just a few more minutes, fans, to vote for your favorite Hotshot player. All ballots.
Free kick coming up for the Stingers.
We will be drawing the Continental Airlines tickets.
Waldorf again picks it up. 3-1 Pittsburgh, and this is a team that is 1-10 on the road and has lost 9 straight away from Pittsburgh, but playing a lot of confidence this evening. And Johns picks it up for the Stingers.
And Houston the reverse. They've gotten most of their wins on the road and have really struggled at home. And you got to wonder why. Maybe they play with a little less, you know, a little less on the road, a little less, you know, pressure on themselves. And that may be the reason why they're a little more successful going on the road as opposed to playing here in Houston.
Yeah, Houston's got 4 of their 6 wins on the road. They're just 2-9 here. Inside, Johns again there as Davis, or Chris Duke was running interference for him. Long one, and it comes out to Pryor. He's got one of the 3 Stinger goals. They lead by a pair. Sanchez with 3:10 to go in the half. 3-1 Pittsburgh. Back out to Duke for the yellow and black. Duke, and the battle on, and won by Houston, but it'll be a foul called on John Gardner of the Hotshots.
I was a little confused there. The referee pointed the other way, and I thought, I was going to say, whoa, I think he's got that one wrong. Here's Pryor on the ball. He's got one of the goals tonight for Pittsburgh.
Drago inside to Sanchez, back to Drago. They quickly converge. Finidori with the steal. Got Leon on the right. Leaves it for him. Otto Leon. Back to Finidori. Clock reads 2:40 before the half. Morera winds and fires off the boards. Taken down by Finidori. Drago there defensively. Finidori tried to chip to Morera on the other side. It was blocked, and here come the Stingers. Sanchez. 2:25 to go in the half. 3-1 Pittsburgh, and this nice save by Waldorf.
Boy, and Pryor made a run and got in behind the defense, and if that hadn't been held by Terry Waldorf, there might have been a sitter there for Kenny Pryor. Good run by Pryor.
Morera. Boy, Houston wanting to get something to gain a little momentum here before the half, and Pittsburgh feeling they got control. You know the Stingers will love another one here to deflate the Hotshots even further.
Boy, and look at here. I think Houston's got an extra man on the floor here and have made a bad change, and they're going to get penalized for this.
Created their own power play. I don't think that's what Trevor Dawkins was indicating he needed. And we'll get it started out with a timeout call. 2:07 to go in the first half. It's Stingers 3, Houston 1.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by James Coney Island. Hey kids, if you're between the ages of 5 and 8, sign up at any of the 60.
Hey, Denny Brower, show us your bait.
I catch more fish with Bassmaster than anything else. Bassmaster keeps me up on the latest strategies and techniques for finding and catching more fish more often.
Hey, Shaw Grigsby, show us your bait.
I wouldn't be caught fishing without Bassmaster magazine. This is where over 500,000 members of the Bass Angler Sportsman Society share their secrets for success.
It's what you know and where you go that counts on the water. As a member of Bass, I depend on the know-how I read in those 10 yearly issues of Bassmaster magazine. But you have to be a member of Bass in order to get it. Hey, you're a member, aren't you?
You're not?
An angler like you ought to be a Bass member. Come on and join us and start packing this in your tackle box.
Call 1-800-BASS-854 now to join Bass. With your $18 paid membership, you'll receive 10 issues a year of Bassmaster magazine, plus this free tackle pack with Berkeley's Glitter Power Worm, Pradco's Bomber Flat A, Berkeley's Trilene XL line, and a copy of Bass Baits. That's 1-800-BASS-854.
It goes through Morera's legs, and Waldorf luckily holds that ball as the streaking Kenny Pryor was sitting there looking for the rebound. So a quick breakout there by the Pittsburgh Stingers.
Terry Waldorf, 6'1", 185. 2 minutes to go in the half. Hotshots down 3-1. Pittsburgh Stingers with a 2-goal lead. And on the power play is the Hotshots with an additional player on the field. And Houston trying to kill off the power play. Pittsburgh and Houston almost mirror each other in power play effectiveness. As Drago's ball inside. Waldorf with a save from Kia's shot. Pittsburgh, 35% on power play effectiveness. They've hit on 18 of 51 opportunities, 8th in the league. They got 3 power play goals last night in the loss to Monterey, however. And Houston, 24% in power play effectiveness. But the Hotshots, like Pittsburgh, good at killing them, 63%, 4th in the league. They've killed 17 of 27. Leite with it for the Stingers. Back to Kia. Out to Drago. 58 seconds remaining in the power play. 3-1 Stingers wanting more. inside. Leite just wide. Kia with the follow off the boards. Comes off hard to Young, trying to clear. Stingers still control. And a takedown and a foul. And we may have another penalty as Young gets a blue card. Morera trying to argue that Young was just going for the ball. How about it? Referee made the correct call. As Juan Carlos Sanchez taken down by Gary Young. Young not agreeing, and if he did, I'd worry about him. No player ever agrees with the official. 47 seconds to go in the half, 41 seconds in the first power play. A fresh 2 minutes put up for Pittsburgh now, though, as Houston is 2 men short. So the Hotshots, with just 3 players out on the field other than goalkeeper Waldorf. And here we go with Drago. They've got to kill 41 seconds to get just 1 man down. Leite with a shot and a goal. Ouch for Houston. Marcio Leite gets his 3rd goal of the season. And that'll bring 1 man out of the box for Houston. Leite makes it a 4-1 game. Drago sets him up. And here's one more look as Drago lays it off. Nothing fancy. And Pittsburgh has now scored 3 straight goals. This one coming at 14-16, I should say, into the period. And it's 4-1. And now still a man up with 1:53 to go in the power play situation here. And a foul on home. So the ball will come to Houston. The Hotshots at this point down 4-1, just hoping to escape the final 39 seconds of the half without giving up another one. And then would have to start the second half with Young in the box. Morera back to Waldorf, try to kill a little time. Long ball on to Leon. Otto Leon just missing with his shot. Morera charging on. Beto there. 24 seconds to go in the half. Houston down a man, but the action's been all Hotshots here. Trying to score shorthanded. Johns out of the box, and a foul is called on Otto Leon. Leon. And now Pittsburgh with 15 seconds to go in the half, and Drago comes back on to finish the half as they got a man up. Drago to Sanchez. Shot right between the legs of Waldorf, and Pittsburgh gets another power play goal. So the goal comes to Carlos Juan Sanchez. And Pittsburgh with back-to-back power play goals right between the legs of Waldorf. And point-blank range. So Sanchez gets his 9th goal of the year. And it is now a 5-1 Pittsburgh lead. Both teams full strength, and that ends the half, as Pittsburgh has certainly lived up to its nickname. What a sting they have put on Houston to end the first half. As Sanchez and Leite both get power play goals in the final 45 seconds of the half. And Houston trails 5-1. Well, they come in bunches, and it happened again tonight. Let's go down now to Glenn Davis with Houston coach Trevor Dawkins.
Well, Trevor, obviously you got to be disappointed with the end of that first half.
No, terrible. I mean, we're playing absolutely awful. started off so-so and then been terrible. I mean, we're not getting to grips with the game. We're slacking everything we're doing. We're not passing the ball down. We're not closing down. We're not picking up. I mean, anything that you can't do right, we're doing it at the moment. I mean, it's just no one's stepping up, and, you know, I think everyone was as bad as one another out there in the first half.
Now, last night, you know, you competed very well with San Diego for 2 halves. You had a lead 4-1, and you had the same thing happen. You had a real collapse there for about 4.5 minutes in the third quarter, and it must be baffling to you as to what the problem is.
Well, last night, yeah, 5 minutes to go, 4-1 up. 5 minutes to go at the end of the third, then it's 4 goals in the space of like 3 minutes. And, you know, but here, to me, is even worse, because there we collapsed for 3 or 4 minutes. Right now, we've collapsed for the whole quarter.
Wish you good luck, Trevor. Second half. Back to Bill.
Well, Trevor not holding back on his thoughts, as the Stingers have got to be elated. Pittsburgh with a 4-goal lead at the half, trying to win on the road for just the second time this season. It's Pittsburgh 5, Houston 1 in the Continental Indoor Soccer League. Halftime activities continue in a moment.